Hi, this is Joanne Meyer. This video is the second in a series of 5. In this video, I will show you how to make the head of the giant Nutcracker. To make the head, you will need a very large balloon. The balloon that I have found can reach a diameter of 35 inches or 90 centimeters. The balloon must have the shape of a sphere when it's inflated. The tube that I used to create the body was about 13 inches or 32 centimeters in diameter. So I inflated the balloon to approximately 15 inches or 38 centimeters in diameter. Inflating a balloon is not an exact science. What is important is that the diameter of the balloon should be slightly larger than the diameter of the body. I used the technique of paper mache to create the head of the Nutcracker. For the technique of paper mache, you mainly need 2 ingredients: non-glossy newspaper and glue. Cut the newspaper into strips. Either tear the strips by hand or cut them with scissors or with a paper cutter. Prepare the glue. You can find wallpaper glue in powder form that can be dissolved in water. I started by using powdered glue. I put the powder into a large container and then I poured warm water on it and I mixed it all with a wooden spoon. In the store you can also find pre-mixed wallpaper paste, but obviously that is much more expensive. When I ran out of wallpaper glue, I used white glue mixed with water. You can also create your own homemade glue recipe using flour or rice, but that's for another video. Dip a strip of paper in the glue, remove the excess glue, and place the strip of paper on the balloon. Your mission in this case is to fully cover the balloon with paper strips. For the head to become really hard, it will take several layers of paper mache, one over the other. When you are satisfied with the paper mache all around the head, test whether or not the paper mache is as hard as cardboard all around the balloon. Otherwise, add 1 or 2 extra layers of paper mache. When the head is dry, choose the nicer side of the balloon to create the face, because the rest of the head will be hidden by the hair and the hat. In the middle of the face you will glue the nose. To make the nose you will need 14-ply cardboard. You will find the pattern of the nose in the supporting document of this video. Draw the nose 7 times on the 14-ply cardboard and cut out the 7 copies of the nose. Then, glue the 7 layers of the nose exactly one on top of the other. The 7 layers of cardboard will help to give some volume to the nose so that it is in proportion with the size of the giant Nutcracker. When the nose is ready, hold it with the side that will be glued on the head facing upwards. Put white glue on the central part of this area and put 2 dots of hot glue on both ends and then glue the nose in place. The dots of hot glue will help hold the nose in place while the white glue will take longer to dry. The white glue is stronger than hot glue. Some of the white glue that you put on the nose will come out at the side of the nose. Use that glue to make a nice joint on all sides, much like when you put caulking around the sink. Let dry completely. Now that everything is dry, the fun part of the project begins. Paint the head of the Nutcracker in flesh color. For best results, put 2 or 3 coats of paint, leaving time to dry between the different coats of paint. To help me trace the different parts of the face easily, I created patterns of the right size. You will also find these patterns in the support document. Put masking tape on the back of the patterns of the eyes and eyebrows and put them in place on the face of the Nutcracker. Adjust them until the chosen position suits you. When you are happy with the position, trace the outline of the eyes and the eyebrows with a pencil. Then remove the patterns. eyes and the eyebrows white. It's precision work, so take your time. As you can see, I choose to draw eyes in the traditional shape of Nutcracker's eyes. For best results, use several coats of paint on the eyes and eyebrows. Depending on the color of the hair you will choose for the Nutcracker, you could paint the eyebrows directly in the chosen color instead of first painting a white background. When you are satisfied with the white base coat on the eyes, you will paint the details of the eyes. Start by making the black line above the eyes. For this precision work, I used a fairly thin brush. The line above the eyes is usually painted black. Take the patterns of the eyes that you used earlier and cut out the iris. Put some masking tape at the back of the irises and place them on the eyes you painted on the head of the Nutcracker. When you are satisfied with the position of the irises, proceed as you did for the eyes and trace the outline of the irises. Remove the pattern and paint the irises in the color of your choice. I chose to paint the irises blue. Put at least 2 coats of paint to get a good result. When the irises are dry, paint the black pupils. To add a little light in the eyes, you can make a small white dot in each iris. For the white dot, take the back of a wooden skewer stick, dip the stick in white paint and then put a dot of white paint on each iris. Follow me on my YouTube channel and on my website to access the next video where I will explain how to create the shoes and the hat of the Nutcracker. See you soon!